Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Feed Me Pixels channel. I'm your host, Larry, the most delectable chupacabra man, and I am joined today by my partner in video-related crime, Papersharps.
Hey. Well, hello there, lovely ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually not playing today.
Yes, we are screen sharing with a little tag-along adventure into the world of Osiris New Dawn, which is a game that just released into Steam Early Access by Phoenix Fire, a little indie studio. And it's published by Reverb Triple XP, the same people that, do things like Ark Survival Evolved. And we have another survival sim game. This one's kind of like somebody took the sort of crash-landed experience of The Martian, combined it with some of the elements of like Rust for how the resource gathering nodes work. And then there's some of that PvP survival aspect from Ark, but we're mostly going to be playing single player today until more people start playing the game.
So just imagine Larry being like a new character and I'll be his little NPC AI like Peter Dinklage from Destiny, and I'll have the same level of enthusiasm as well. Come on, Larry.
So we're going to create a new character from my other test builds. And there's two different trees that we can go down for like factions. You can be a United Nation of Earth character. These guys work better as a team, and they have all the latest technology. Or we could be a space pirate outlander, and they specialize in not getting murdered and surviving alone. What do you think? Space pirate, Earth people? What are you thinking?
Space pirate, definitely.
Okay, we're gonna be a space pirate. The only option right now for class is scientist, but these basically just give you bonuses to more effective or earlier access to different patterns and researchers. Like scientists, they're all about the rockets and the spaceships. Marines are about shooting people. Engineers are about, ground-based machines and colony technology. And rangers are good about exploring things and not getting fondled by the wildlife.
Whatever you do, if you ever play this game with Squirtle, don't play the engineer, because you're not going to get any respect.
LOL. So, let's see. What colors do I want? What color glow do we want for our backpack and stuff?
I'm always a green type kind of guy. I don't know.
We'll go with the green. Not a lot of options for alternative colors. I'm probably just gonna go with like a basic one, like a gray, just because the red, the really bright red on a red environment when you're covered in red dust kind of is a little bit much. And what should we name our character?
It's got to be something hybrid. So let's say,
why not Winkle Dinkle?
We'll go with Winkle Dinkle.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That has a little bit of Papersharps and Larry in there, you know.
Yes, it'll be the dread space pirate Winkle Dinkle. Okay, so basically what I can tell you right now is when we get to nighttime, we're going to get fondled by like 50 things. So I'm gonna turn the alien settings down. I'm gonna bump up the resource and XP modifier simply because in early access you want to see a lot of cool stuff and you want to experience a lot of stuff, especially in single player, which is more about learning the game and experimenting with things before we get into multiplayer. And then the universe will be the Pixelverse. That's how we'll name our little planet. Oh hey, it actually has a layout of what the buttons are now. Fantastic. Before, I was just given a list by the developers when I got my early access copy before it was even out. And it was like, these things are broken, don't touch them yet. But they have already made drastic improvements to the game's spawn so that you actually have access to resources instead of having to wander across the desert.
Wait, were they saying, like, don't touch this button because the game will break?
It was more like, if you get into this machine, if you get that far, you might fall through the ground. But they've already fixed that, so no worries. Alright,
at least they're honest.
When we arrive here on this planet, our suit is breached. Like, we've crash-landed and shit's all fucked. But the good news! We've got duct tape. So you just equip duct tape, wrap it around your arm, and you're good. I'm not even kidding.
It's so relatable, because duct tape does fix everything.
Then we just kind of open up these different boxes. We got some survival food. We have a starter robot to protect us until we get settled. Gotta say, the robot, little bit retarded. Like, he just straight up He can kind of shoot things, but he has the accuracy of a Turkish soldier that's been drinking heavily since noon. Which is unfortunate because he has these giant arms.
So here I was thinking maybe that's me, but I'll guess I'll refrain from that comment.
It's funny you should say that, because I'm gonna name him Papersharps. Alright, come here, you.
Let's go and kill some stuff, Larry.
I'm gonna have it follow me. And so, basically, the only
I will
guides
follow you, Larry, son.
The only guides we have in this game is we have a little missions thing up there in the upper right-hand corner. And right now it's just telling us to check out the toggle mode so we can show what it's like to zip around with our rocket boots. Just like how all the kids wanted moon boots when they were like 9. Then we all realized that moon boots are terrible, terrible things. And yeah, we're a little space dude. And we have a gun. Let me go get the gun out. So there's 2 types of guns in this game. There's the assault rifle, which uses physical bullets. It fires faster when you're dealing with multiple targets. And then there's this regular pistol for those of us who want to conserve ammo. And it's infinite, but it has to recharge after every blast. And that's pretty much the skinny on the basic controls. And after we build a dome, we pretty much have to go wander around and look for resources.
So did you play this before already, Larry?
Oh yeah, I've already gotten a playthrough going on my own channel to investigate and kind of work the kinks out. So now this is the pure, filtered, and most delicious version of your Osiris experience.
So are we gonna run into some space dinosaurs or space monkeys?
Oh, definitely. Jesus, Sharps, you're so slow with your robot legs.
Come on, man. I'm just a college student. I don't work out anymore.
I mean, you keep claiming that you worked out before. I don't know how I believe that. I don't know that lifting a box of whatever Weetabix they sell in Deutschland counts. So,
well, let's not talk about it.
So right now I'm just kind of looking for a place to set up a base that's kind of near some other resources. And we need all sorts of stuff. And it used to be you had to wander really far to a specific biome to find some resources. But now you don't quite have to do that. So let's see.
So it says build an inflatable dome. So we're basically going to build up a bouncy castle. Is that what they're saying?
Yes, that is a good assumption. I think this is a good spot right here. There's nothing here that's going to try to eat us. So where is my dome? So one of the boxes that was on the ground when we first spawned into the game is this inflatable dome box, and we can just right-click it and build it. And the building in here is prefabricated, so you just pretty much slap down a prefabricated husk somewhere. And it's not the most intuitive thing you've ever seen. Except for the first one, which is just slap down a little dome, inside of it is a bed, and if we die and we can decide to continue and not quit to the main menu, we'll spawn here. And much like Minecraft rules, provided you didn't get eaten by anything, you'll be able to go get your body back. And now we need to build ourselves a forge, which is the first buildable structure that we need to start crafting things, which is just a furnace.
Do you have a baked potato over there?
I do, actually. That's the starter food that you get, is a baked potato and some steamed carrot and a bunch of water.
Can we make a computer out of that?
I mean, we could certainly make you a robot girlfriend, just like in Portal 2.
Please do.
Alright, so...
I'm gonna call her Sheila.
Some geysers of hydrogen over there. Or some other noxious fume that'll probably kill us if we breathe too much of it. The other thing I want to do is I want to build like a starting storage container. Because we're going to start getting a load of crap, and weight limits in this game are a huge factor. Alright, I actually know where we are. We're inside the Ezekiel crater. This is near the area where I first spawned. And we're about to meet my best buddy, Charlie. Where you at, Charlie? Where you at, buddy? I know you're here. You're gonna like. There he is! It's Charlie! Whee!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey,
Jeez, Charlie.
Oh, shit.
You're a big fella.
He sure is. He sure is terrifying.
Oh, jeez.
So, there's a giant sandworm that lives in some of these areas, and if you walk here, normally the ground is supposed to shake, but it's currently bugged out. Charlie will come and try to eat you. And if Charlie eats you, you can't get any of your shit back. It is gone. It's gone forever.
He just steals your shit. That's the level we're
It's
at.
in his stomach.
Freaking space
Oh wait,
worms.
shit, I think you're still following me. I gotta tell you to go back to the base. Alright, hold on. We gotta put Papersharps back at the base.
Come on, I wanna join you.
Well, I guess. Let's see. So I don't really need the material that are in this crater yet. And I think I'll leave that for farming off screen for you guys. Simply because, Charlie's gonna just come back periodically. And if you're not constantly paying attention, and you're trying to provide video commentary, that can result in fondling of the crunchy variety where you become an edible little friend for Charlie. And I just assumed...
Could you potentially fondle Charlie back and giving a kick-ass whooping?
I've tried to shoot Charlie. Charlie doesn't seem to care. So I don't think... If you're ever able to shoot them, it'll be added in another expansion later. For right now, not much you can do. There we go. We got a little node of aluminum, and I'll actually zoom out to show you what the character's animation looks like.
I just wanted to say to you, is it aluminum or aluminium?
Is that actually a pronunciation anywhere outside of Britain?
I think over here, if we learn it in the Netherlands, it's actually just aluminium as well.
Because, I mean, where's the extra I coming from in aluminum?
I've actually heard a discussion about this because it's from the periodic table, like barium, strontium, aluminium.
Huh. It's possible. When I looked it up, the only thing I could see about the name differences on Wikipedia was that, like, aluminium is, like, part of the production process, where, like, in its molten state it's referred to as that, but I don't really know.
Huh.
So right now we're looking for some copper, but we're already over here by... Not some copper, we're looking for, like, iron and stuff. But for right now, there are these giant rubber trees that look like...
It's a fucking tree.
Yeah, it's a giant mushroom tree. I wonder if I can... No, I can't fly up there. I was hoping that I could fly up there and build a base up there, because then basically nothing could touch me. All the monsters spawn on the ground or in the air and fall down to the ground.
There's something beautifully metaphoric about building up a rubber tree and being protected.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's like falling onto just ground that's covered in that Nerf foam. I wonder where you got left, because I don't see where you went.
I'm still playing with Charlie. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, the trouble with the robots in this game is their AI is kind of derpy yet, and they get hung up on stuff, which is why I usually just leave it at the base.
Hey, don't call me derpy, man. Everyone gets the munchies every now and then.
Oh, hey, it's a Jaculus, or Jaculus. It's a giant sand snake. It's gonna try and eat us if we're not careful.
Is it like the little cousin of Charlie or what?
I think it's one of Charlie's kids, but I'm gonna shoot it, because why not?
Charlie looks like an alpha worm. He probably has a lot of kids.
I mean, I don't know how many worms are knocking around here, but they're all pretty terrifying. So we'll get some alien meat, because why not?
Nom nom nom.
Oh, there you are. You eventually
I'm finally
showed
here,
up.
Larry. Are you proud of me?
I'll go with sure. Okie doke. Let's see, we'll just keep going this way, because over there is the area where we first would have spawned if I was playing the pre-release build, when they were getting ready to go into early access release. And you pretty much always spawned over there during that period. And then they just decided to change it. Yeah, I don't know what these are. I haven't shot these before. I mean, they're there. It's an Orsic. Oh boy, he's charging. That's not a thing. Just like giant ostriches.
A lot of chunks of meat.
Oh yeah, and you can cook these once you build a kitchen. 'Cause someone's in the kitchen with Larry. Someone's going to get flambéed. Someone's in the kitchen with Larry, and I'm feeling a little bit peckish.
So, Overcooked with the twins and Larry confirmed?
Yes, possibly. I mean, I do have a copy of that, so we could definitely throw down for some guest appearances. I think it actually does have online multiplayer now.
Oh, wow. With multiple, like, more than 2 people?
I don't know. I haven't really... I started futzing with it But it's really a game you need people to do, so I just decided to wait. Okay,
It was quite a fun video, by the way, from the twins. For people who didn't see it, watch that second Overcooked video. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely. It's good stuff. They are a good pair of personalities to rip on each other while they do things. Convenient.
Yeah, I especially love the parts where... Exactly. I especially love the parts where Egwell walks in front of John and John flips out, which is like around 60 minutes of the video.
Oh yeah, good stuff. One day we'll get them to be able to concentrate on more than one thing at a time. So they can tell us their sweet, amazing cooking stories, because they're both...
One day.
They're both aspiring chefs, it sounds like. You want to fight a crab monster?
That would be something. If I turn my TV one day and then all of a sudden I see two amazing-looking twins at MasterChef.
Yes, MasterChef Twins Edition. Hello, what have we here? That's carbon, so now I know where the carbon is in this playthrough. It really just depends on where you're at, because stuff spawns in specific biomes. So you've got to be careful to remember where it is, so that when you log back in, you can get more. Now this is actually something that I really liked, was the monsters in this game aren't just shoot it anywhere and it eventually dies. You have to shoot it in the correct spot. Also, he just fell into the ground. Okay, goodbye. But I don't know if you guys saw that. I wasn't doing much damage when I was shooting his shell, but then I nailed him in his face, and then he just, like, fell over dead. Because apparently animals need brains to live. Who knew?
What's that big structure up at? Just some rocks or...
That is just some floating rocks. But another nice feature of this game, unlike games like, say, No Man's Sky, if you see something in the distance, you can actually run up and explore it. Whereas other games, you can't always see what's in the distance, or if you can see it, it's usually just part of the skybox.
See, I don't want to jump on the train because there's already been enough ripping on that game. But did you see the chart someone made about the tweets coming from the company?
And how they just stopped dead after everyone realized there's nothing to do?
Right after launch, there was like no line at all anymore from tweet activity from the company.
Don't touch
me, alien
crab. Yeah, they just said like we're gonna deal with all the bugs, and then the shit started to hit the fan, and then they just went completely dead silent. Let's see, how much aluminum did I get? I got almost 50. Let me get a little bit more.
And then Sony's boss started ripping on him as well. I mean, they said something in the vein of like, well, yeah, it was unfortunate how it went, but you know, they're indie developers.
Yeah, I don't know that they can really hold on to that anymore, considering they're indie developers that can basically get published by anybody if they really wanted to, kind of a deal.
Well, also, the marketing was officially in the hands of Sony, so it's a bit of a dick move to say.
Yeah. Sony has the ability to exert some influence over projects, and they probably should have, but decided not to.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I can give you some of our equipment. Unfortunately, if the robot dies, I can't get any of that back.
You're gonna enjoy that, don't you? Using me as a freaking mule.
Yeah, I mean, you already sometimes work as a coke mule going in and out of Amsterdam. I don't see a problem here.
It is quite unnerving, Larry. I just say, like, every time I go to check up at the airport, I'm really sweating a lot.
Like, sir, are you okay? Are you having a heart attack? Do you need a Tums? Like, you're sweating a little bit more than you probably should be. Alright, let's have a little snoozer here. How are we doing on time for the episode, Sharps?
Got 90 seconds left until we hit the 20-minute mark.
Alright, well, I'm gonna build us a storage box, I know we've kind of had a walkabout. And this will be where we place all of our stuff. So
with an S, a C, and an H, just so you know, not stuff.
Stuff, not just stuff, stuff.
Stuff.
Alrighty, and then we'll open this puppy dog and we'll deposit. You don't really need to worry about water right now. And hopefully I'll be able to find one of those weird blue frond trees that's covered in berries. And until nighttime, I'm going to leave my unimportant bits here, like these steamed carrots, and the more expensive gun because if I die, I might lose this stuff, and we're gonna need it come nighttime, which will be the touch time. The touch everything, and including our butts time. Because at nighttime, much like in a zombie apocalypse style game, is when all of the action is. Stuff starts to come out at night, and it's hungry. It hungers for flesh.
And here I am thinking touchdown was every time. Oh well.
I mean, it is for the robot, because the robot can't say no. But for the rest of it, we should be alright. So let's see. I guess that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us for some Osiris. Next time, we're going to build that forge. And after that, we're going to work on doing things like building some of these prefabricated habitat structures that have things like airlocks and barracks and biodomes. And yeah.
Fumble.x has started. We'll see you next time.
Yep, bye everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the stream at twitch.tv/feedmepixelslive. And be sure to watch more videos on the channel and check out feedmepixels.com. Toodles, everybody.